Well, well, well. There's like a whole angry goat family living on my rock. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Should make things a little more interesting. Mm-hmm. This little guy gonna attack me? No, he's out. He's out, he's going. Alright, well I just came over here to kind of figure some things out. Because in this episode, we're definitely gonna build something. I swear, I'm not gonna get sidetracked this time. I just kind of wanted to see what is over here. Alright, we still got our critters over here. Let's see if we have any critters in the pit. Nope, no critters in the pit. There's Bambi right there. I was almost the first critter in the pit. Aha. Got a drifty boy. Stupid. Alright, well you can stay down there. The pit is already working miracles. Alright. So I've been doing a lot of thinking of how I'm going to make this happen. And that's about all I've been doing, just thinking. I don't have any answers or anything, but I've been thinking. Okay. So I think we're just gonna start right on out here. What happened, buddy? It's a scuba goat. Look at him go. Oh, it's a mouflon ewe. The technical term. Get back on my raft. What happens if we do that? What in the hell? No, it's definitely not me getting distracted again. Oh. What? Are you kidding me? What is even happening right now? The rafts are so magical. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I've doomed the goats. Our friendly neighborhood goats. Or ewes, or whatever they are. Where are you guys? This makes no sense to me. Are they gonna, like, come back to the surface? You guys can't hold your breath forever. Or maybe you can. I don't know a damn thing about mouflon ewes. Oh yeah, they're taking damage. Get to the surface. Dang it. I knew I shouldn't have gone up there. I kind of wanted them to live up there and be happy. Oh no. Oh no. They're angry. They're mad at me. Back it up. Stay back. Back. Oh, jeez. Well, you can't go to waste. It's so dark down here. Come on, give me your stuff. Alright, back to the surface. But not too fast. You'll get the rickets or whatever. Oh man, this is horrible. I feel bad now. Just let me on my boat. Alright. I must leave the scene of the crime now. So that did give me a large hide. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, I realize I'm just been sidetracked. But I should probably get leather making going. That's something we can do fairly easy. So I figure if I'm going to get leather making going, might as well get a quern going. Good thing is we do have chalk around here, so that's easy lime. Let's see. Just got to get me some full blocks so we can make the quern. Let me just double check how many of those full blocks. Prototype 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we've got everything to make it. We just need the four full blocks. Alright, so we got our 4 prototype rocks, and I'm sure there was a better way of doing that. And I probably should have just installed the quarry mod to do that. But that's okay. Alright, so we got everything we need to make the quern. So we're going to go ahead and make that. Throw a couple stickers. And we'll see if this has enough durability. It does. Perfect. Alright, so we got a quern. We're in business. And since there's no room over there, I'm just gonna put the quern over here. Perfect. Living on the side of the road in a van down by the river. That's how we do it. Okay, so I'm gonna need a barrel. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. Got a barrel. Alright, and I'm gonna need a bucket to put water in the barrel. Alright, just had to make some rope real quick. And do one of those. Okay, now we got our bucket. I'll just chuck it in the bucket. So I had 43 chalk stones, and I guess we really don't need them for anything else, so we'll just make them into good old lime. Alright, so I don't remember how much a large hide needs, how much solution. So we're just going to go, I just ground up 10, and oh, okay. Seawater is not permissible, apparently. Get out of here. That's okay. We got regular water right over here. Alright, so that's 10 lime waters. There we go. Perfect. We'll seal it up and get some leather making on the way. In progress. So these guys are not leaving. I kind of just want them just go live over there. It's okay. Nope, 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 nope. He's mad. Come on. Well, this is awkward. Like, I really don't want to... I don't want to just, kill them. I mean, for one, they're cute. And for two, I'd like to keep them around. Well, there's only one left, so... Who knows how many more of them sheep are around. Where do they keep going? They'd be diving deep. Okay, I gotta get some sort of platform or something made over here, so I can actually plan stuff out. Alright, so I came back home because it was getting dark already, and I figured out that I really don't have a plan for what I'm doing. I have a concept of a plan in my head, but that's about it. So I'm going to take the night, and we're gonna figure some things out, and then we're gonna go back in the morning, all nice and fresh. And with an actual plan, and we're going to start there. Hey, got more carrots over here. And we can replace those with turnips, I guess. So I decided to make a little stew, nice little turnip and beautyberry stew with the meat from our sheep friend who accidentally passed away. Oh man! So heck of a start to the episode, huh? I've been doing this long enough. You would think I would have learned to have a plan or something by now of what I'm gonna do, but it's okay. Nighttime's a good time to just kind of kick back and think about the day to come, and figure it out from there. And that's what I'm gonna do. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the real start of the episode. We're actually going to build the house today. We are. We're here at the Magical Floating Rock, and we're going to start this out. And basically, I'm going to just kind of build this over time. But we're going to start out with something down here at the base, and eventually, we're going to kind of work our way up until we have something up top as well. And I don't really know how I'm going to do that now, but you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somehow and somewhere. So I think starting down here at the ground level is going to be the good way to go. So we're just actually going to take some of this beautiful oak and make us up some oak planks to start out. So I'm thinking, we're going to kind of have like a dock area. Eventually we'll have the sailboat and everything. And maybe we'll have, just make like a little spot down here that might eventually be, I don't know. Might eventually be, like a little forge area or something. But like I said, we'll expand it out. I do want to do some farming and stuff, and maybe we'll incorporate something for farming kind of over here, and we'll make like a little, like a little floating walkway or something. So I did just put down some rammed earth, just so I had something to stand on, so I can actually build stuff. Alright, so it's not going to be anything too big or crazy to start out with, but like I said, I'm just going to make some sort of structure kind of underneath this, and it'll kind of feel like, you know, the rock is resting on top of it, or something. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I am going to take that off right there. Okay. And this might look just kind of basic to start out with, but I definitely am going to get into like chiseling and doing all that kind of cool stuff with it. Probably won't go too heavily on the chiseling till I get the QP chisel mod installed. I've actually got to check on that, see where it's at, see if it's good to go for 1.22. But that's definitely one of my favorite mods. Okay. So I did want to. So I want to make some sort of like posts for it. That's pretty deep. Okay, so they might be like little faux posts. I'm not going to put them all the way to the ground. Maybe I will. One day eventually. Might go all the way to the ground. Who knows? But I was kind of thinking. I'll just do a little of this conglomerate cobble. Why would you do that? And I am making these with full blocks. I realize I can make them with slabs, the half blocks, but sometimes I have issues with those as far as like placing stuff on them. So I'm just gonna use the full ones. I'm gonna waste all the resources. Yeah, like I said, we're not going to start out with anything too crazy. We're just going to have kind of a base structure here at the bottom. Let me get all my precious blocks back. Come back here. Oh, man. Yeah, so I gotta be careful about building on the water, because now that has screwed up the water here, and that's actually gonna annoy me. You can't have that. All right, well, for now we're gonna have that. I think I want it to be at least 4 high for this little bottom room here. So I'm going to get rid of a little more of the rock there. Alright, so I'm going to go for, hopefully, yeah, some debarked quarter logs for a little bit. So this is definitely going to evolve over time. So this is kind of just going to be a basic kind of build right now. So we can get ourselves a little house, and I think I'm going to make a little workshop. You know, a little forge area off to the side over here. Just now kind of realizing that living by the angry water is going to be kind of loud. It's going to be kind of freaking loud. I'm definitely going to have to go find some more freaking oak trees. Okay, great. Oh boy. Building a house on the water is so weird. It's so weird. You definitely gotta think about stuff a lot more. Alright. So this is gonna be our little workshop here. This will be our little living space for right now. And time to head back home and grab some more oak. I definitely didn't bring enough. Alright, so we're back. Brought a little bit of storage, so hopefully make things a little bit easier. I'll put it there. Still kind of sad about the old sheep. You know, if I was smart, I would have kind of figured that out first and been able to save those guys. But that's a bummer. I don't know where they went. Okay, so that's going to be the basic shape of what we got going on right now. And definitely need to make some little dock areas. So go ahead and do that. Probably will expand to like a whole dock around it. When are we going to be able to make houseboats? That's what I really want to know. I want a boater home. Get my blocks back. My blocks, not yours. Not the oceans. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Where'd my boat go? My raft. So I'm thinking I may want to switch up the wood that I put in here, and then of course have different doors. If you've never seen a Coholio video, we definitely like to change up, have contrast between our materials. It's definitely a disease that I have. Actually, we're done with you for now. Get rid of that. These little goofies. Okay. So I do have a plan for the dock. I do want to like chisel the sides and make them a little more interesting. Brother, I was holding crouch. Why would you do me like that? Yeah, so I kind of have a plan for like any of the little docks to, like I said, kind of make the outside edge kind of jagged. But I got to do some playing around with that, and I'd really like to be able to get into Iron Age before I do a lot of chiseling and stuff. Which shouldn't be that far away. We just gotta, you know, we just gotta hit the Bronze Age first. That's it. Okay, cool. Well, it's getting pretty dark. I would love to find some walnut for my secondary wood, and I'm thinking about doing birch or pine for the doors. Birch is going to be a huge contrast to anything we've got going on, so maybe we'll do the doors out of pine. There's tons of maple around here. I'm not a fan of the color of the maple in this game. I don't know. It's just kind of... I don't know what it is about it. I'm just not a fan. And we are going to... So, in the last series, I used the One Roof mod. Super awesome mod. Well, so they've kind of abandoned updating the One Roof mod, and they made another mod that it's called the VS Roof mod or something like that. But I do want to try that out, because you can kind of do some, it works kind of similar but kind of different in how you apply it and everything. So I definitely want to try that out and play with that. So I'm kind of sad that my dirt blocks keep sinking. That's okay. We have a lantern, and we can hold our breath for a really long time. Anyways, so we got a good start going on. Like I said, it's getting dark, and I need to figure out what my next wood's gonna be. So I think we're gonna head back to the dirt shack for the night, and come back in the morning when you guys can see better. Sounds like a good plan. So getting kind of ahead of myself a little bit, but when we went to that ruin, we did find a couple of raw fire clay bricks and some fire clay. So I think the bricks, it was like 7 or 8 bricks. So with that, the fire clay that I found, I went ahead and made a total of 12. I just made a couple more bricks, and because 12's the maximum you can fire in a pit. But and it's also 12 is enough to make a bloomery. Like I said, we don't need it at the moment, but you know, it's good to have it. Okay. So I'm just gonna get those out of the way, since I'm not doing anything right now. And I thought I had more than 2 grass, but nope, I don't. So I'm gonna fire those up over the night, just for fun. Just give me something to do. So over here grabbing some grass, and it looks like our large hide is all soaked up. So we just need to give that a scrape. And now I just need to... We'll just put that there for now. So now it's not going to rot or anything. But I need to make some tannin solution. Some weak tannin. And I just need more oak and stuff for that. Probably go deal with that in the morning. I don't really feel like testing my luck and going in the forest right now. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. So I know I should put like some sort of fence around this, because apparently your crops can get eaten now. Which I always thought that was a thing, but apparently it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not too worried about it. But I don't know what happened to the boar family around here. I didn't kill them. I swear to God. I haven't seen them for a little bit. Oh, there's Bambi over there. Let's see if we can scare it into the hole I dug. Just gotta be very sneaky. Very sneaky. Oh, we might have done it. It's a marsh deer. Oh, it's a male. Okay. Very good. Very good. Alright, so we got one animal in the hole. Okay, like I said, it'd be awesome to find some walnut. Looks like these are all oaks. Alright, there's some more sheep over there. Maybe we can get them in the hole one day as well. Okay, so I think I'm going to take some pine with me. Yeah, I'm not seeing any walnut. Well, pine's gonna have to do for now. See if I can get behind him. Boo. Oh. It worked. I was not meant to miss that jump, though. Holy heck. Okay, well that's good, because that might attract the other one in there. Alright, we're doing good. As soon as I fell in there, I just, my life flashed before my eyes. I was like, yep, this is how I die. Wolves, bears, nah. Angry sheep. And my inability to make a freaking jump. Might as well grab some more oak while we're out here. And you know what? Maybe I've been a little too harsh on the old maple. Maybe we'll give the maple another try. Okay, so we're gonna do a little test. So I did grab a little bit of maple. Got some pine around here somewhere. There we go. Okay, got some maple, got some pine. Make some room. I really need more storage over here. It's getting ridiculous. Okay. So there's maple. There's some, I don't know, maple, it's like kind of green. I don't enjoy that. Yeah, that pine looks 100 times better. I don't know. Maple, why don't I like you? Yeah, it's just too green. It's too green. Sorry, Maple. Get out of here. Alright, pine it is. But you gotta be so mean to the maple. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, so we're just gonna... yeah. Let's just fill this in for now. Yeah, I definitely need more storage over here. It's getting ridiculous. Alright, Maple. You go hang out on the raft. I already had someone. Whatever. Okay, so I think this is going to be the basic layout of the starter house. Like I said, this is going to evolve. It's going to grow. It's going to get fancier, but this is just kind of the basic start. I do want to do windows and stuff, because I like looking outside and everything. Do we do a maple door? Can I live with a maple door? No, I can't. I don't like it. Yep. Get out of here. Alright, anyways. I'm really trying. I'm trying to like the maple. I just don't like it. I think that looks much better there. Yeah, no. The maple just ruins my day. I'm sorry. Okay, so we got that doing. So we're gonna have to do something different for the door. And maybe we just do birch. We're just gonna do birch on the doors, I think. So another thing I'm gonna have to do. So I'm thinking our garden area. I'm gonna try to make some sort of tiered garden area. So I made a cool on the multiplayer server that I was on for a little bit. The SMP. I had kind of a neat, like, waterfall tiered kind of garden going on there. I don't want to do the exact same thing, but maybe like a different style. But I'm thinking I'll do all my growing and stuff over there, and then have some kind of, you know, like a boardwalk over there. But we are going to need a freaking cellar. And I was thinking, yeah, this is all rock right here. What if we just had a little ladder and a hatch going down? Not a bad idea. Of course, I put all this stuff right in the way. Alright, I have more nails and strips at home, so I'll definitely just go in the basket, man. So I'll definitely make some like real chests over here, so I don't have to keep playing, you know, shuffle crap everywhere. Shuffle crap everywhere game. Oh no. I just now realized I killed my axe. It's okay. Alright. So if we open that there, and let's just temporarily put that there, and then put that there. Alright. Water be gone. Now, I don't know how far we should go down. I'm an idiot. I don't have any ladders or anything to make a way up. Okay, so relative to where our house is sitting, which side has the most rock around it? So it looks like the shallowest side is technically going to be the east side. And we're going to have to go actually quite a ways down. I know what we could do with the maple. We could make ladders. Is a maple ladder going to repulse me? Maybe. Okay, so what did I say? This shallow side was the east side. So we'll ladder up the east side. Yeah, let's go down a couple more. I don't mind taking a little ladder ride every time I gotta go down to the cellar. I just want to make sure we got enough room around us to expand out a little bit. It doesn't have to be a huge cellar, but like I said, it would be nice to have a little area. So that means this shaft is gonna count for block space, right? So if we can expand out enough, I can actually just put a door on this. And then we won't have to worry about the shaft accounting for the block space. Hey, what did we find? Oh. Flint. Okay, well, apparently... Okay, apparently that was too far. That's okay. Like I said, we don't need a huge area. In past playthroughs, I've always made things like way too big, you know? We can just have a nice cozy little cellar. Something like this. And if we can get another area out on this side, we'll be good. We don't need more space than that. We can throw up some shelves. We can have our little, whatchamacallits? Our storage vessels. Definitely got to get rid of that. Cool. All right. Hey, we got a cellar. We got a cellar, folks. Yeah, we'll just put that there. Perfect. And then we'll just throw a little trap door on top. All right. We are geniuses. Okay, so I do want these to be windows, but we don't have glass yet. Yo. Sulfur. We found sulfur down here. Well, that's fun. Yeah, we can get that with copper. Oh, that's nice. Brother, what's going on? Let me in my house. I don't want to die. Alright. Okay, so we'll do that for the time being. And I think I'm going to make some 3 tall birch. Yes, birch. I'm cool with birch. I'm not cool with maple. Make some 3 tall birch doors here. Yeah. And then I got to figure out the roof and everything. Like I said, I'm going to play with the roof mod. Of course, we're going to do beams. We're going to do chiseling. We're going to make it look cool. Don't worry about that. So I'm just going to make a pine trapdoor real quick. Alright, that'll get us in and out of there. And let's go ahead and throw a pine door on it too. Instant cellar. We are winning, folks. We are making stuff. Alright. So we have the concept of a house started underneath our magical rock. We've got a cellar. And we have way too much stuff in my inventory. No, we have a deer and a sheep in a pit, which is kind of cool. So before we go ahead and figure out the roof here, I'm going to add some fencing in for temporary windows, just because, you know, you gotta let the light in. You know, in a beautiful ocean house, you want to be able to look outside and see the ocean. There's no sense living on the ocean if you're just going to be inside a dark, dingy cave. It's not fun for anybody. Over here at the waterfall window. Well, it's definitely the way I like my gates to face. All right, sweet. I'm just gonna have some gates, you know. We can open them up and look outside. Alright, perfect. Okay, so I did make birch doors. And I know I said I was going to make three wide doors. I decided not to. Because I remembered I don't really like the way the 3 wide doors look. I know, I'm a weird little bitch sometimes when it comes to things. So if we look at, just taking this for example, so the 3 tall door, like I said, I just don't like how it looks. It doesn't have like a proper door handle on it. It's just kind of weird. Like it has a, I don't know, like a piece of wood running vertically in the middle. I just don't like it. See, I mean, this looks like a proper door, right? Like it's got hinges, it's got a nice handle. I don't know. Okay. Let me be me. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, I really gotta fix this. Alright. There's a current right there, and you can't, like, jump up. That'll have its own little dock on that side, too. Okay. I mean, it's not the prettiest thing, but it's something. It's our not prettiest thing. Okay, and there will be, I'm going to add beams and do chiseling and make it look awesome and everything. Okay, we've already established that. Alright, where, and I made an extra chest and put it here. Alright, so brand new mod, the VS roofing mod. So I haven't messed with this one yet. This is the successor to the one roof mod. So let's take a look. It's got some tooltips here. I already checked these out. It looks pretty straightforward. So we got a crafting guide. So roofs are crafted in world by first constructing the frame and then adding roofing materials to it. So basically you build your roof frame, and then whatever material you want, you add it to that frame. So it's kind of genius, actually. So you can do two types of frames. So early game, you can do a sticker of bamboo frame, which uses sticks or bamboo, and then some type of fiber to, I guess, tie them together. So you can use cattails, flax fibers, or papyrus. And then you can make a timber frame, which you make it out of boards. So with these, you have your boards in your hotbar, and then you just need your hammer in your offhand. So, and then you can change it up to do a standard and either a ridge. Now see, like, what doesn't make sense is corners, outer and inner, are created by combinations of perpendicular roofs placed in front or behind each other. We'll just have to figure that out as we go. And then as far as the materials, you just shift right mouse by holding the material, and then you put it on. So the recipe guide, so this is basically, you can make stick roofs, thatch roofs. It's kind of cool, you can make cloth roofs. That's kind of neat. And of course bamboo, clay shingle, glass roofs. So this is something I don't think you could do this in the one roof mod, is make the glass roofs. Super cool for like greenhouses and stuff. You're definitely gonna have to make a greenhouse, but that's pretty cool. And you can make like skylights and stuff. So as soon as we get glass, we're definitely putting a skylight on this baby. Of course, slate. You can do your copper. You can do board, which is kind of cool. You can do board plus clay shingle. You can do sod, metal. Okay, so basically all kinds of roofs. But my favorite thing about the roofing mod is you can do like lower pitches. Because basically on this, if you just use the regular one, it's like everyone's going to be a step up, whether you like it or not. But with this, you can actually go like 3x1, to where it'll be like a nice low slope. Okay, so anyways, we got that out of the way. Let's give this puppy a shot, see how she works. Come here. Alright, so we got our hammer. Put the hammer in our offhand. We will get our oak boards. And there you go. so you do have to have something to be able to attach to it to make the lower slope. Alright. Another thing I didn't, okay. So that's standard, standard left, standard right. Eve right. Eve, and then ridge. So I kind of want to know what a eve looks like. Oh, so it's like a little half dealio. That's sweet. That's all I ever wanted. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to finish out my roof here. I think I want to do like blue clay tile roof eventually, but I think just for now a nice wood roof would suffice. And I'm pretty sure you could do like different wood as far as the slats on the roof versus what you use for the framing. Okay. So to match up the slope, let me see if I can use what's next to it. No. Oh boy. It's gone off the rails, folks. I'm trying to figure out how to take that back off now. Gotta love a new mod. Okay. Anyways, we'll figure that out later. So basically, to get this started and going how we want it to go. So we got that part going. That's looking pretty sweet. So I think I'm just going to have a straight roof here going up. And then maybe just like a standard style roof over here. You know, with doing the peaks and stuff. Make this just a tiny bit more aggressive slope. I think that'll look cool. I love building with mods. Yeah. Well, let's see how this works. Wrong board. Doofus. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit goofy. It's not terrible though. I kind of like that. Okay. I had to give a little ninja with that one. Get that going. Alright, this is fun. So I don't know, it might be a little more tricky than the old one roof was to put down. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's cool. Need some more helper blocks. Definitely got to get that soil out of there. Can't have that. Oh, shut up. Glass ankles, bro. Glass ankles. I'm thinking about it. I wanted to do flat roof all the way across on this side. That's going to be an interesting little meetup at the top. Let's see how that goes together. Right. Alright, so we might have found a weird limitation with this. Let's see what happens when we throw down a ridge here. Huh? Alright, I'm confused now. So we may have to do this like a traditional, like make another whoopie-whoop here, and then meet those together. Because I don't know if this is gonna fly. So just for fun, let's see how they meet up. All right, new mods. Everybody loves new mods. Figuring out how they work. So we're gonna have to double that one up. What in the hell are you doing? Yeah, it's it's definitely having a special time. Yeah, folks, I don't think that's going to work correctly. Alright, abandoned plan. Alright, so, I mean, some limitations, but that's cool. You know what, either way, it's going to look better than the vanilla roofs do. All a part of having a new mod. You know, you gotta figure it out. You gotta see what it can do, see what it can't do. But I am digging this though. That kind of different slopes on the roof there. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so this is going to be a much more chill pitch over here, so it'll definitely be lower over there. we go. Awesome. Come on, bro. Remember to switch the roof. Okay. Okay, we're learning. Alright, cool. So we can use... So we'll do that. We're doing like proper framing and shit. This is cool. Alright, who's gonna build the house building simulator inside Vintage Story? Building contractor simulator. Alright, yeah. This is fun. Okay. Now that I'm getting the hang of it, this is definitely fun. And I like that you can use the other side. So I guess we're going to be figuring out how these go together. Left my lantern back at the other house. The house that's all lit up over there. I didn't want to bring my my holders over yet because I didn't have a roof on. It's kind of cool. The fact that you can walk on these is kind of cool, but then you can fall through. Okay. Well, I think we've had enough fun for the day. Before it gets to the point of I can't see anything, I'm gonna go ahead and head back over to the other house. But we're gonna finish this off in the morning for sure, and we'll have a roof on our little humble abode, our very, very humble abode. But like I said, it's a good start to what we're doing here. And there's going to be a ton more building in the future for sure. Yeah, it's going to be cool. So probably not the best time to talk about it, but I have this vision of like making some kind of like staircase going up, and then like having maybe something in the rock that comes out, like another room, maybe another staircase. Just kind of, or trying to organically like build it into the rock and do some other stuff. So it's I have these visions in my head. And yeah, we'll see how that works out. You know what? I was thinking about that roof mod, and that's actually like super cheap because we were just using boards to make all of those. And I was thinking like, man, if this was like actually in Vintage Story, it would take you like, 27 full trees just to do the framing. And go through 10 copper axes before you could get enough materials. But no, it's just kind of funny. But yeah, the more I mess with that roof mod, the more I like it. I think it's good. Just kind of checking things out over here, seeing how the little garden's going. My little garden's growing. So real quick, decided to further my leather production. So I just made a couple more barrels, filled them both with 50 liters of water, and we're just going to put 5 oak logs in each of them for now. So that's going to make a weak tannin, and then with the other one, we'll also make weak tannin. But when that's ready, we'll go ahead and put 5 more pieces of oak in there and make it strong tannin. So once that's weak tannin, we can go ahead and put that in there. And then when this one's weak tannin, we can turn that into strong tannin. And we'll actually make some leather out of the scraped hide. Alright, we got torches. We got torch holders. We got light. So we're going to start building first thing. Butt crack of dawn. Let's go. Get your hammer. I was wondering if it would mirror the top. It does not. Ooh. Okay. The big question: how the hell are we going to do these corners? What? Oh, it's just going to go. This is intelligent roofing, I tell you. Way smarter than me. Okay, I take that back. No, there was something I was reading on the mod page. There's like a way that you're supposed to do this. No, not like that. Alright, this might take me a minute to figure it out. Okay. I read the mod page again. Do I understand it completely? No, I do not. But that's okay. So, from what I understand, we're supposed to build one roof first, and then build this roof into it. Like I said, I might be doing this just completely bass-ackwards, but that's okay. It's a learning experience. Okay. And then now, as I build this up, it's working. Okay, I just need a new way up there. I think it's working. So we make this side. Oh my God. Now, let me do the ridge racers. There we go. Last frame. That is so freaking cool. It's like, how does it know? It just knows. I was really interested to see how this whole shenanigan was going to come together. All right, well now we have a house with a roof. Well, the concept of a roof, and a giant rock that fell from outer space and landed on it. Okay, so now we got to do all the rafters or the eaves. Okay. Is this going to automatically eave the corner? No. I was going to say, bro, what are you doing? Whoa. Go, board, go. Oh, I'm not getting that one back. Yes, I am. Alright, that was dumb. Creativity. I don't know why I'm doing all this when I can just freaking make a... I need a place to stand anyway. And we'll just have a full block hangover instead of because I was thinking like, you know, like this. See how this is like a half block, and I was thinking I can get it to come out a half block, and maybe I could have. It might have looked fine with the stuff added to it, but you know, once the roofing's put on. But actually, I kind of like this better. Yeah. So there is another step where I'm going to need to add stuff here as well. And we'll get to that. It's funny. It's like literally impossible to get that eave placement right the first time. Literally impossible. Never mind. I'm the greatest eave placer in the world. Well, I'm not. That was a lie. Created a monster. What the hell is going on? Okay, that looks better, I think. I don't know. Well, it's definitely not a perfect mod. It has its placement frustrations for sure. But overall, we're trying to get through it here. So there's weird things about like where you're standing and what's in front of it. You know, for some reason I could place that on top of this from all the way down there. It's like, what? It says who? Okay. that's not right because I wasn't at the right angle, so it did some weird stuff. Alright. And yes, it's taken me all day to try to put the rest of this damn roof frame on. Oh, I'm struggling, folks. I'm struggling. There we go. Okay. We literally got one little run left, and then we start putting the roof on it. Dang it. So I keep trying to duck down by holding left shift, and that's also, it's left shift plus right click to place the stuff, place the crossboards. Okay. Nope. Yes. There we go. Got a ridge piece. Okay, now for my final trick. There we go. I put my last eave on there. Oh no, I got one more over here that I forgot about. See, that's another thing. The eave, you're not getting that first try. It's just impossible. I've tried like all different ways. If you look right at it, it places above. If you go slightly down, it places it below. So you just gotta place it above, and then it'll place the next one in the right spot. Okay, well that part's done. It's almost a house, but that looks absolutely sick. It is an actual roof frame. That is so cool. Well, it's currently nighttime. Of course, very high rift activity. So I'm hoping some jerks don't spawn up top there and then drop right down into here. But you know, we're gonna deal with it as it comes, and I need to figure out how. Did I really forget my lantern again? Yes, I did. Alright, anyways. We're going to do this without the lantern. Okay, so with this roof, you can add a second board, and it gives you like the standard texture, but I kind of like just the regular board texture. Like I said, I do plan on changing this out for some clay tiles. Like I like the black that you can get out of blue clay, like the black roof tiles. I think those look awesome with everything, but it's definitely got some jank to it. But you know what, we're figuring it out, and we're actually making progress here. So I was definitely wondering what it was going to do here. But, you know, eventually I am going to, like, divert this off a little bit so we can run the water wheels. So, I mean, for right now, it's fine doing what it's doing. And maybe I'll even just make a little pool up there for it, just so we don't have to listen to it up close before I can get it going. All right, so we got all the roofing pieces on, and I know, I should play around with these beforehand and figure them out, so I'm not stumbling around learning a new freaking mod or whatever. But you know, I just do things on the fly. I don't have a lot of time, so okay. So now back to figuring out how we figure out our fill blocks. And let's see how this looks from the inside. Beautiful. So that was one of my favorite things with the one roof mod was you know, it would add all the beams and stuff, the framing to the inside. Okay, so let's try to do this again. Okay, so you definitely gotta. So the key is you gotta be looking at the right piece. You gotta look at the right piece. Now these are movable. With the, you can rotate them with the whatchamacallit, the wrench. So I'm gonna have to make a wrench. Cause just having those there being all goofy and not pointing in the right directions is going to bother me. But I just wanted to come up here and make sure we don't have anything poking through the roof. And we don't. So means we're doing something right. Not much, but something. Come on. So actually, I have a feeling it's gonna be fairly chill, hanging out here on the ocean, as far as drifty boys and whatnots, jerks messing with us. We're a couple short. So make some more of them debarked quarter logs. So we just need to get our little corner pieces there. Make sure I got our corner pieces everywhere else. Nope, I didn't. Bam. And got this one over here. Alright, folks. We are accomplishing things. It's just the first step. First step in this crazy little build that we're gonna do. And like I said, this is just basic. It's just basic early game build because I don't really have a lot of resources, and yeah, I don't have iron tools and cool stuff like that. So this is in no way, shape, or form its final appearance. So just keep that in mind. We can do much better, much crazier. And like I said, this season I want to focus on kind of trying to do some like really, you know, more detailed stuff. You know, I want to add a bunch of stuff in here, and you know, like I said, I wanted to work on the dock and all that stuff. And you know, while I'm thinking about it, this water is so damn loud. I got to do something about it. So we're just going to come up here and we're going to make a little pool for it. I do have a ladder. There we go. So we just got a little pool for that, just to hold it, keep it away from us, keep our ears intact. Okay, there we go. And I might even run the water wheels kind of up there farther, and then just you know, wherever we decide to have our health hammers and stuff. Hey, that's all subject to change, because we don't plan anything out on this channel. We just completely build by vibes. Okay, this is vibe building right here. All right. Oh, this is taking way too freaking long. Why am I going down there? Okay, so it's a start. It's definitely a start. I'm definitely digging the roof mod. It's got its quirks. It's a little finicky with placing stuff. But, I mean, most, like, you know, bigger kind of overhaul, you know, something that adds something completely to the game is going to have its little quirks. But I definitely think it was worth messing around and, you know, finally figuring it out. So I don't, you know, no pain, no gain around here. No pain, no freaking gain. I do just kind of want to. Gotta do the step back a little bit. Okay, let's go over here. Let's scare the deer. Scare the deer. Hopefully in the hole. No, that one missed the hole. Let's check in our hole and see what's going on in here. Yeah, still just those two in there. What was that noise? Sounded like a freaking hawk. Okay, well here's the step back. Take a peek. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. It's definitely a cabin with a rock coming out of the top. Oh, this idea is so goofy. But you know what? Hey, Goofy's okay. Goofy's okay. I don't mind it. I like being kind of goofy. Gotta do what you're good at, right? Yeah, I didn't want to make anything too massive, so I think that works out. It's going to be kind of tight, but like I said, we're going to, you know, instead of expanding outward, we're going to expand upward. And I think it's going to be cool. Like I said, I've got some ideas, but it's just making those ideas come to reality is going to be the hard part. But you know, I'm up for the challenge, I think. Okay, and like I said, I think I'm going to do some sort of like tiered garden over here with like some waterfalls and stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I got plans, yos. I got plans. All right. Well, I think this has been enough goofing around for one day. I think I might be able to make some sort of episode out of this, so you guys can watch it. So yeah. I want to thank you guys for bearing with me through this weird, goofy little build, and I appreciate you watching. So if you made it to the end of the video, you're the best. You're pretty damn kick-ass. And you know what? I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye.